Good morning, traders. It is now 10 a.m., the 8th of November, 2022. We're going to do some analysis and just scout for any potential safety trade setups. Okay, we're having a look at gold right here. All right, and let us have a top-down analysis. We're always beginning on the higher time frame. Okay, and we always try and identify the overall market maker pattern, which will give us our overall directional bias. Okay, so it is very clear once again. It's nothing that we need to re-emphasize on. It is very clear that we have an outside structure out of the volatility band at the extremes. Okay, anything above 70 is at the extremes. Anything below 30 is at the extremes. Okay, this is the market baseline, the midpoint on the TDI. So let's start that off again. We've got an outside structure, first leg out of the band, second leg inside the band, okay, which has given us our trap formation M, peak formation anchor point. We had level 1 drop. We went below the, just make this a different color. We went below the market baseline, the static market baseline, which is the 50 point over here. Okay, just going to try and draw that straight as possible in red. So we went below the market baseline, which is indicative of what? A shift in the trend. Okay, we then went back above and just touched it and did our reset level 2 drop back outside of the volatility band. We went back up above it and then gave us a reset and did a level 3 drop again outside of the volatility band. All right, we then had, as you can see, price was straight over here, but on the TDI showing divergence. Okay, so guys, allow me to explain this quickly. When price has shifted into a new overall market maker directional bias trend, okay, what I'm talking about is on the daily or weekly time frame. If price has now gone into, we've completed a downtrend, okay, and suddenly price has now gone into a uptrend. Okay, when that has happened, that price has gone now and started a new trend, it will go above or below the market baseline. This is the market baseline, the static market baseline, meaning it's fixed, right? The yellow line that you see on the TDI is the liquid market baseline. So it allows us to see it occur sooner than having when price goes past the static market baseline. Okay, so look at this. We're in a downtrend right now. When in a downtrend, price will oscillate. Price will oscillate. Let me draw this. We need to get this straight and we need to get this clear. Okay, I don't want this to be an extended analysis, but we need to make it clear, guys. Okay, this is your TDI at the bottom, and now this line over here, try and draw it as straight as possible, is the static 50, like you got here. Okay, so you've got your 70 over there, which is the extremes, which means overbought, and then you have your 30 down here, which is the extremes, which means oversold. And then in the midpoint, you have your 50, your static, okay? So what happens in a downtrend? Please focus and understand me. Usually the peak formation will go above the extremes and come down, okay? Now, in a downtrend, once price shifts past this point on the higher time frame, okay, daily and weekly, we're focusing on the overall market maker directional bias now. All right, the market maker pattern, the big picture. When prices shift below, it's indicative of a shift in trend. But we would know that way before it happens, because by the time price shifts below here, it's a little bit too late. Okay, we would know it occurring already based off what, you know, the cycles on a lower time frame. We would know this happens. But what is the point I'm trying to make? When price shifts below the static, it's indicative of a change in trend. Okay, what will happen is level 1, this will happen. They'll come back to the 50, they'll drop. They'll come back to the 50, they'll drop. And then if they want to shift up in an uptrend, they'll go back above here. They'll come back to the 50, they'll rise. They'll come back to the 50, they'll rise. Now, these points where they come back will simply mean level 1 drop, reset. Level 2 drop, reset. Level 3 drop. Peak formation, level 1 rise, reset at the 50. Level 2 rise, reset. Level 3 rise. So in an uptrend, what do I mean? In an uptrend, price will oscillate between the 50 and 70 in an uptrend, guys. So if this pair starts doing this, it'll go level 1, level 2, level 3. So this will simply be W, V, V, and then M, okay? When in a downtrend, price will go level 1, level 2, level 3. So this will be M, A, W, okay? When in an uptrend, price will oscillate between the 70 and the 50. When in a downtrend, price will oscillate between the 50 and the 30, okay? So as soon as you see price shift and starts oscillating between the 50 and the 70, tell yourself, I'm in an uptrend. Just know that, okay? It's confirmation that I'm in an uptrend. What is more confirmation? Well, what is simply more confirmation to us is the fact that what? The fact that this is M, A, W. Okay, it's our pattern. Level 1, level 2, level 3. But it will happen in this way, guys, where they'll oscillate and they'll just do this. Okay, then when they do that level 1 shift again, it'll do that and it'll oscillate there on top. Okay, I hope that is clear. Now let's get back to business. So guys, you can see that price has been oscillating where? It's been oscillating at the low. So we have our peak formation high there. We have our level 1 drop. We had our reset A1. We had our level 2 drop. We had our reset A2. We had our level 3 drop. Okay. So price has been oscillating between the 50 and 30, meaning we were in a downtrend. Now, as soon as price goes up here and starts oscillating here, I know that we are now in an uptrend. That's all that I'm trying to say based off the use of this indicator on a higher time frame. All right, so we can see that we've had clear, strong moves. Level 1 driven by the market makers, level 2 driven by the emotions of the retail traders, and then level 3. Okay, price came there, they hit it once, they hit it twice, and they hit it 3 times. Now, if you recall correctly, I said on the previous analysis when I spoke about gold, I said, guys, that they will come here and hit these equal lows. Because why? If you have equal lows like this, everyone is buying every time it comes down there. Let's just call it resistance. Let's just call this resistance. Every time it comes there, people start doing what? Buy. Comes back down. Now it's double bottom to them. Okay, what do? Buy. Now, what is the market maker going to get them to do now? Again, the third time, get them to buy. Okay, more traders to buy. But in this case, the market maker just simply went, hit the stops of all those that were buying, and then went in the direction. Okay, with that move, shift bar. Okay, institutional candle. All right, guys. So we can see where we are in the cycle. We've had 3 daily cycles complete with 3 levels of weekly drops, 3 weekly level drops, and 1 monthly level. Now, Franco asked me a question as to how to go about counting these levels. Okay, it is in the strategy module. Excuse me, it is in the strategy module, but very good question. The more you ask, the more you receive, of course. Okay, so I will be sending out a video on how to do that exactly, starting from scratch, removing everything and starting from scratch. Okay, but let's just do the analysis for today. So we've had 3 hits to the low, and each low was subsequently lowered higher than the other. Okay, you can see they have a slight slant going up. Okay, it's because they keep on going there, grabbing the orders, going there, grabbing the orders, going there, hit the stops of all the orders. Now we move. All right. So, guys, I'm expecting price to come to this previous trap volume area. Okay. Where would TP1 be? TP1 would be at the apex of the W. The apex of the W. Okay. That's just a 12 trade, guys. Just look at it like that. Okay. Peak formations, you'll find 22 trades, 12 trades, half a Batman's, etc. It's all in the course. Okay. So this is the apex of the bigger structure W. So I can foresee price going there as TP1, pulling back in before giving us that reach for TP2. And then we'll assess it from here, whether we're going to continue going up or where the price will drop and continue going down. All right, but I want to see it go here, and then I would like to see it continue going down based on the level count. Okay, we've only done level 1 on the monthly time frame, meaning we need 3 weekly levels to have 1 level on the monthly. Okay, so we can expect some slight pullback where 50% of this move that happened from there to there, okay, from there to there, 50% retracement back. So I'm going to be optimistic and say go to the previous trap volume. If it does go 50%, it'll go somewhere here before we continue going down. All right, guys, that is just my projection. All right, that's what I want to see according to my system, according to my analysis, according to my rules and my experience. Okay, based on what I've been doing all the time. Okay, so let's go down to a low time frame and see what's happening. Just get rid of the TI for now. So we had 3 levels of drop. Okay, very clean cut. Okay, you can see that this is level 2 behavior, guys. You know it by now. Okay, level 1 is going to be the best drive. Level 2, you're always going to get, coming out of level 2, you're going to get a drop, and then the market might just come back into it, or they might just consolidate for a long time before they drop again. Very normal. Okay, so we've got 3 levels of drop. We had the low, price went up, went into massive consolidation. That's just consolidation. That's just trapping volume. Came back there, spiked past it, and then rose. Okay, right past the apex. If that's your W, price went right past the apex. Okay, which is a good indication that level 1 has been fulfilled. All right, So let's go down to lower time frame and decipher further what has occurred in the past few days. All right, so this is Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Okay, so you can see where we're currently at, what has transpired. All right, guys, so we had an outside structure, half a Batman, push 1, push 2, push 3, back into consolidation. Came out Monday, hit the stops low, went up, and then went back into consolidation. So now we're expecting them to hit the stops low at the previous trap volume area and then rise. Okay, that's what I'm seeing already occurring. Okay, so that's what I do expect. I'll just take a step back quickly and go to the 4-hour chart to put my psychological support and resistance in for this particular week. Okay, first 2 candles on the 4-hour at the beginning of the week. So it's the first 8 hours practically, okay, which is our Asian range for the week, okay. And if you're just looking at it from this point of view, guys, you can clearly see what's transpired here, okay. At the first 8 hours of the week, price was just in consolidation. They got the breakout traders to take the sells. They went up. They hit the stops of the breakout traders, and they went back into sideways consolidation. They induced more breakout traders here, and this is where they might go ahead and form the low of this week, where the week started, okay? The low of this week, which will be our peak formation low for this week. But we've already had level 1 rise, and we've got a major anchor peak formation at the low already here, okay? But for this current week, this will be our peak formation low. Okay, we've got our psychological support and resistance. Practically just been in it the entire week, guys. You could have foreseen a safety trade on gold yesterday, but like I said, guys, I got burnt yesterday on NASDAQ. Well, not burnt, I got taken out in profit, but still taken out. Okay, stop losses were hit that were put into break even. But I hate Mondays, and I try my best to avoid Mondays by all means possible. Okay. Okay, so let's go to our lower time frame and let's see what's happening, guys. Focusing on the current information that we have now at hand. Okay, so I'm going to put a blue tracer here. You guys would have it on your template. It will look like a blue dotted line, the blue tracer. All right, I'm just going to put mine in so that I know where I'm currently at in terms of my price. Okay, there we go. So that's my low of the day. I know that the business happens where? At the highs and the lows of the day. The highs and the low of the day is where the business happens. Okay. So let's do our market time mapping. Okay. So what is it now? This is the 10:15 candle right here. Forget about the times at the bottom. I'm looking at my time on the top of my screen. Okay. This is the 10:15 candle. That's the 10 o'clock. That's 1:45. That's 1/2. Okay, so right over there is where London session opens up. So 10:15, 1:45, 1/2. Okay, right over here is where London session has now opened officially. Okay, 9:15, 9 o'clock, 1:45, 1/2, 8:15. Okay, so that is where Asia session. 9:15, 9, 1:45, 1/4 8. Right over there. Okay. So that is where my Asia session is. All right, guys. So this is what is happening. This is what's going on. Okay. So what can we expect? I mean, we're trading Price is trading off of this previous low. All right. Let's bring a TDI up. Price is trading off that previous low. We never had a clean stop hunt. Okay. Usually coming out of the Asian range, we're looking for a clean stop hunt to the low of the day, etc. Type 1. But we're also very aware that we don't always get type 1s. We are also aware of type 2s. Okay. But if you're looking at the TDI, tight volatility bands, we've got a shark fin out of the band at the extremes at the 30. Okay. As our perceived first leg. Okay. As our perceived first leg. All right. Price then went back into the volatility band. After coming out, it proceeded to go back into the volatility band, and now we're expecting a second leg formation. Okay, now we're expecting a second leg formation. We are at the low, the initial low. We are trading and consolidating at the initial low of the Asian range. So it's very, 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 very important, guys, to watch that they don't hit the stop first before rising. Okay, because you can see this behavior. Consolidation at the initial Asian low, consolidate, hits the stops and then rises, and then goes back into sideways consolidation again, comes out here, consolidates at the low of the Asian range, perhaps hit the stops again, go slightly below yesterday's low, trigger any pendings there that we're looking for continuation to go short, and then rise. Okay. But what is our EMAs saying as well? Well, if you're looking at your EMAs, we are currently near to the 200. Okay, the 200 is, let me just get a white. Okay, so the 200 EMA, which is the Mayo, is somewhere there. Okay, just floating nearby. All right. We've got the 5200 cross that has occurred. And we've got the EMAs floating nearby. Okay. We're currently bouncing off the 13 EMA on the 4-hour time frame, meaning we've completed level 1, and we're bouncing off the 13 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. So we're expecting this. Okay. So guys, let's now look at behavior. What's happening in terms of behavior? I'm going to go down to the 1-minute chart to see what is happening in terms of dealer behavior. Okay, it seems like the dealer just keeps on tapping these the initial low of the Asian range. Just keeps on tapping to it once, twice, thrice. Just keeps on tapping into it. Okay. So this is what we have going on right now, guys. I'm of the opinion that we're going to have a stop and low rise. Okay. I'm of the opinion that they're just widening the swings coming out of consolidation. Okay, they consolidated at the above. They shifted away from high level long, so they're consolidating at the low, but they're just widening the swings. I'm looking at them hitting the stops low first, giving us an outside structure. Or even if you just get a second leg formation, if that's the first, second leg formation before we rise. Okay, I will wait for a false move because the session begins here. I'm waiting for the false move session beginning to get them to go short before the rise. Okay, but I'm looking for a safety trade on gold. We're waiting for a safety trade to occur on gold. All right, guys. Remember, the business happens at the lows and the highs of yesterday or the previous day. Okay. And most often, in terms of resets, if we've had 3 pushes up here, okay, most often in terms of resets, if we have push 1, push 2, push 3, the third level initiator, the trap volume of the third level initiator push, okay, that's first level, that's the initiator for the second level, that's the initiator for the third level. The third level is generally where these reset occurs. Okay, it's generally where the reset occurs. That will so happen to line up with the 200 EMA crossing over and so forth. All right. So can we mark off our checklist and see, have we been able to validate our checklist? Okay, so the safety trade checklist, in order to checkmate the market maker, we've got to mark off our checklist. Okay. So do we have a high of the week or a low of the week? Yes, we do. That is the, even though it's the previous week's peak formation, high and low of the week, low of the week, peak formation low, we are using that peak formation because of the move that occurred on Friday. Okay, this is just simply level 1 consolidation. All right, so yes. Do we have a high low of the week? The current week, we do have the low of the week, but not fully established because I'm of the opinion that we're still going to come slightly down before we go up. Have we completed level 3? Yes, we have. In terms of the bigger picture, yes, we have. Is it a reset peak? No, it's an anchor peak. Okay, can you see it's an anchor peak? A reset peak is what, guys? A reset peak is if you have level 1, level 2, level 3, and then they come back down and they reset and create the low of the week and reverse maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday back up again. That's called a reset peak from a previous cycle. Okay. So no, we don't. Do we have 1 times ADR? Most definitely. Okay, you can see that movers most definitely 1 times ADR. Okay, how do we establish that, Dexter? How do we establish that? Okay. So let's just check here quickly. No news, no hefty news today, okay? I wouldn't consider this any hectic news. Most of the news will come in on Thursday. Usually the high impact news comes in on Wednesday and Thursday. As you can see, we've got crude oil inventories tomorrow at 5:30, which is a good push, a pusher in the market as well that creates some moves, especially core CPI, interest rates, okay? Interest rates coming out tomorrow at 3:30. So that's definitely going to create the reversals, midweek reversals, or level 3 pushes or level 1 pushes, okay? Remember, that's what the market maker uses. And then on Friday, we've got some British news coming in, okay? So what is our volatility calculator then? All right. So on gold, it's 268 pips on gold. Okay, so we can go back to our screen. ADR on gold is 268 pips. Okay, let's just round it off and say 270 perhaps. So from yesterday, do we have a 270 move? Yes, we did. We actually had 500 pip movement in one day yesterday. Okay, remember guys, this is not a forex pair, this is a commodity, so they can move like that. All right, they can move like that. Okay, so yes, we got that in place. Do we have a level 1 rise, 1 times ADR? Yes. Was there 5200 cross of the EMAs, meaning the water and the mayo, 5200? Yes. Is our Asian range 25 to 50 pips? Like I said, guys, bear in mind that this is gold, so everything's going to be much bigger. Okay, our Asian range is nearly 80 pips. Okay, let's just say 80 pips. Okay, so no, we can cross that off. Did price pull off the extremes before giving us a safety trade? Well, we can't say that because price usually needs to pull off the extremes, goes into consolidation, which will be our Asian range for the day here. Okay, so we have our moves like this here. Okay. So that's our level 1, level 2, level 3. Price pulls off the extremes, goes back into consolidation, which will be our Asian range the next day. And then we'll hit the stops and then rise. That will be our safety trade. Okay. So did price pull off the extremes? No, price did not pull off the extremes. I mean, yesterday was simply just an accumulation day. Okay, waiting for that stop hunt. So no. Was there a visible stop hunt? No. Was there a visible stop hunt to the low of the day or to the high of the day? In this case, we're looking for a visible stop hunt to the low of the day. No, not as yet, guys. Okay, is the volatility bands tight on the 50-minute? Yes, we saw that. The volatility bands are tight, indicating to us that there is trapped volume. Okay, people are trapped. Okay, what else? Is there a TDI confirmation of out the band, inside the band? Yes, we got the first leg out the band. We haven't got anything yet inside of the band. Second leg confirmation inside of the band. Why is there 3 vectors to the low or to the high? No. Is there type 1, type 2? This looks like a type 2. Is it W formation or M formation? Well, in this case, perhaps we are clearing out and forming the W formation. Will this be an early move? If this price does not move by 11 o'clock, guys, I will not trade until New York session. Okay. Because then the algorithms kick in. Let's go to the 1-minute chart. Okay. Price has just been going up and down. No clear direction, guys. No clear direction. Absolutely no clear direction. That's the low of the London session, and that's the low of the Asian session, and they've just been tapping into it. Tapping into it, getting people to buy, it looks like it, okay? So they keep on tapping into it, guys. Look here. If you had to think like a retail trader and put these a line here, you would swear to yourself that this is resistance, support. Okay, price came down, it hit support, it hit it again, buy. Price goes up, comes back down. Oh, another confirmation, buy. Price comes back down, goes slightly lower, buy. Price comes back down. So they keep on inducing, looks like they're inducing buyers. Okay, so I will be patient and wait for the stop hunt below the Asian range. Did it go to a previous trap volume area? Did price go to a previous trap volume area to clear out that volume? Yes, they did. Okay, this is a previous trap volume area right there. Okay, so we are lining up. We are getting some confirmation, guys. We are getting some confirmation that we might be leaving we might be having an early move on gold. Okay. London session. Did you trade the first 3 hours of London session from 8 to 11? Or New York session? When is this trade gonna come? If If it doesn't come by 11 o'clock, which is in the next, say, 25 minutes, then I know that we're waiting for New York. Is there a Mayo bounce? No, there's no Mayo bounce because the 200 EMA is running slightly just below price here. Okay, will they trap at it and then bounce? Let's see. Will they trap at it and then bounce? Let's see. We're yet to confirm that. Are we trading in line with the overall trend? Well, we can clearly see, guys, that we have a shift in trend. We spoke about that now. We have what it looks like. We went to the daily and we said that this candle, this shift bar, is what's now gone above the 50 EMA. We can even see it on the 4-hour, I'm sure, much better. Okay, so we've had a shift in trend. We will oscillate now at this point. So yes, we're trading in line with the dealer. Okay, so guys, the other checklist information we can only check off as price goes about giving us more information. Okay, so let's be patient and let's wait and stalk the dealer. All right, guys.